What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Techie Family channel. I'm Lou.
I'm Lou.
Together we're Lou Squared. Welcome to Techie Talk. It's gonna be a new segment for us. We're just gonna be
just chit-chatting.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of gossip girls about electronics. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Did you hear about that?
Yep. That's what we decided to do. Add to the channel, switch it up.
Yeah, keep you up to date with the world of electronics. Just it moves at such a fast pace. Every day there's millions of different articles from a bunch of different categories, and especially with the electronic world, there's multiple conversations going on a day. So we figured, a lot of you guys are probably busy working. Keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the world of tech.
Yeah, a quick wrap up, basically,
Yeah, gotta wrap it up. The wrap up. I'm gonna wrap it up for you guys. Give it to you in a bow tie.
Yeah, nice and delivered straight to your home.
To your ears.
Yeah, in the comfort of your lazy boy. Do they even sell lazy boys?
I think so.
They're still around, right?
I think so.
They better be.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Me neither. I need one. Maybe in the future.
Maybe.
We'll see. But
all right, what's on the topic? What's the first one?
We can't start it off without talking about one of the biggest stories of this past week with the Galaxy phones.
That's right. Samsung Unpacked. The event. We're inching closer to the start of pre-orders.
That's true.
The phone launches on the 6th, and obviously we're talking about the Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus.
Yeah, that's a lot.
S20 Ultra.
And what about the Fold? Does the Fold also come in?
The Z Flip.
The Z Flip.
The Z Flip.
Is that also for pre-order?
That one was released on the 14th. So that one's out already.
So it's already out.
Yeah,
okay.
that one's out already. If you guys haven't checked that out, that's a folding phone. It has a folding glass. Mm-hmm. We'll put that in quotations because there's been a lot of videos out there stating that it's not glass.
Yeah.
It's not glass.
It's scratching up, right?
Yeah.
They're saying, and sand is getting in there and messing it up, and it's not as durable as people think.
They claim.
But it's like version 1.5, right? Let's say, because they took the idea from the Fold, which was the first one, and this is kind of in that same segment.
Yeah,
and so they're trying to still improve it. I think it's still too early. For the early adopters, it's always good, but typically I got burned too many times with buying.
So now we just
at least the third or fourth version of a product that comes out. It's typically when I like to jump in.
Yeah.
There's certain things that I can't wait, like the Microsoft Dual. I might have to jump on the first version of that one, but
so the rise of the folding devices started last year. Mm-hmm. Galaxy Fold. They ran into some
issues. There's also the Huawei one came out last year as well.
There was a few out there. Some better than others. Folding devices is the craze. We got the Microsoft, the Duos coming out at the end of this year, which look very interesting. Mm-hmm. We got the Motorola Razr that came out, and now the Z Flip.
Yeah.
That's trying, I guess, to directly compete. So basically, I'll tell you a funny story. I was at work the other day, and the lady comes in, and she's like, "You guys have a flip phone?" So I'm like, "Yeah, we got flip phones. We still sell flip phones." She's like really excited. Can I see it? So I went to the back and I grabbed a regular flip phone.
Oh, okay.
Like an actual flip phone. I brought it out because she was so excited. I brought it out. I opened it up. She's like, "No, that's not the one I was talking about. It's talking about the Z Flip, the new one." I was like, "Oh, the Galaxy." So it's interesting because we're going backwards with the phone designs.
Correct.
Even though they're innovating at the same time.
It's like retro,
Yeah, it's like a retro. People like hanging up on people. And feeling the slam of the phone.
You know what? I might have to get one just for that.
Just for that. Just to hear the. It's so satisfying.
The slack.
It was so satisfying. Some of you guys may be too young to know what that feels like, but it felt good.
To try that again. But the flip phones, like I said, it's just bringing something retro, innovating on it. I think I like it. I like the direction they're going. I think at this point, the cell phone companies have to innovate.
Definitely.
Because at some point, it's like, how much higher resolution are you going to put? How much higher camera, what you're going to do? 1 million megapixel? At what point is too big? So unless you get to some Star Trek things where it's like a hologram, you know,
I'm still waiting.
Minority Report. That's the next step. But
I'm still waiting.
Me too.
Bring it on.
But besides that, I think they need to innovate with the different designs, and I think that's how it's gonna get more consumers to purchase cell phones. Because now we're getting to the point where almost everyone has a smartphone. Even those $200 smartphones still has apps. They can still, access everything.
Mostly everything. What's interesting though, what I found interesting is that this Z Flip phone, right? When we're breaking down the specs, has an older processor.
Yeah.
Right. It's not as beefy. So spec wise, for the price tag, which is $1,400 or $1,380, $1,400.
Yeah.
You know, you get taxes, you're gonna be up to $1,500 anyway.
Yeah, get a case accessory.
For the same price, you can get the Galaxy S20 Ultra.
Correct.
Which has a 6.9-inch screen,
The
4K resolution, shoots videos in 8K. Has the 865 Snapdragon processor. Where does one now? Do I take this phone, even though it's not going to perform as good as the flagship devices, just because it folds? Do I want to drop $1,400 on that?
I think we're at a point where, even though it's using, I believe it's last year's processor, if I'm not mistaken, the Snapdragon, that if you're just an everyday person just going on Facebook, going on the internet, listening to music, you might not even notice that type of difference between last year's and this year's. More or less, if you do some gaming on it,
120 hertz.
I know it's lovely. If you do multiple apps at once, like the Galaxy phones can do, if you're a multitasker, I think that you'll benefit from the higher phone. But I don't know. I have to play more with the Z phone just to see, what audience would cater. I mean, that phone caters to what audience? Is it somebody that has small pockets? Maybe you got the skinny jeans and you can't put 6 inches inside of you, so you gotta fold it.
You're right.
So
they getting tighter.
Yeah,
getting tighter and tighter.
They got spandex jeans. So.
They stretch, but they really don't.
They don't got no pockets either. So
Nope.
So who knows? But like I said, Motorola did one last year or earlier this year. So
the Razr.
It's good. It's good to see the innovation. There is a leak out there in the web. I'm not sure if it's Huawei or one of these other Chinese companies where they actually have the phone and another screen slides out.
Oh.
So it becomes a tablet. So that's another one that I saw out there in the webs. But I think that this is not the end of foldable phones. They're going to continue pushing it forward.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Are they at the right price? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's steep up there.
I mean,
14,
the technology is new.
So,
yeah. Technology's new. I get it. Folding screen. The technology goes behind it, but give it a few years, probably gonna drop in price. Yeah. But I mean, the technology nowadays, 8K video in a little device.
Well,
120.
Then
hertz.
I guess too. You could record that in 8K, but then you need the TVs to start coming down in price because
they're advancing.
Yeah, they're advancing so much that you can even utilize it all the way.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well,
that 120 hertz though, with video games,
it's smooth as butter.
It was. Oh my god, the night. Oh yeah. All day. Game on that all day. But we don't want to spend too much time.
Yeah.
Galaxy is going to be coming out at the beginning of March. You guys, I'm sure, have probably already seen a few videos on them.
For sure.
We'll link the Samsung Unpacked event down in the notes.
Yeah.
So you guys can check it out.
Yeah. So another topic that we saw earlier this week is that Roku announced that they believe that by 2024, half of the U.S. population will be cord cutters. They'll just cut the cords and just strictly streaming. And I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
My son is 4 years old and he hates cable. Give him the remote and he doesn't know. He's just flipping through the channels and he just gets frustrated. We're now in an age where apps, you can choose what you want to watch, when you want to watch it. Yeah. You can pause it and resume. I think the way of cable is kind of it's
on its way out.
It's on its way out. You got to watch it when it comes out, when it's available, and it might not be suitable for what you're doing, the time. For example, I like The Flash, and most Tuesdays at 8 p.m. I'm not available to watch it live. So wait a day or two, CW, watch it. So
video on demand.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
you skip the commercials.
And everything. Part. Yeah. So there is the other flip side with the streaming. A lot of streaming wars I can see. Exclusive
everybody
rights.
Wants
a piece of that pie.
Oh yeah, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Yeah. So
now it's getting to the point where who do you pick?
Yeah.
You know, you've got your streaming services, the juggernauts like Netflix and Sling, PSView shutting down. And now,
got Disney Plus now.
Apple TV, Disney Plus. They took all their stuff out of Netflix now. So now if you want to watch The Lion King with your kids on a Saturday, you need to subscribe to Disney Plus.
I mean, the good thing about it that I would say is that you can subscribe for a month, binge watch, and then change over. But I think that they're smartening up because some of these shows like The Mandalorian and they were coming out every one episode every week.
Correct.
So you couldn't just go in there and binge watch. So it's making you stay for 2-3 months.
That was interesting. The small startups, but you had to stay with them to watch these shows as opposed to because Netflix, when they release a show, it's the whole season. You can binge watch in the weekend and then
cancel the
subscription.
Exactly.
Where some of the The Mandalorian, every Friday you have to wait for every Friday to watch the next episode.
So it makes you want to stay plugged into that service because you want to watch the next episode. So if they could stretch it out to 2 pay periods, you're not going to be able to jump back and forth, and you're more than likely to probably just forget about it and just stay.
It was interesting to that too. People would have the same conversation for the entire week.
Yeah.
As opposed to like if Netflix if somebody binge watches the whole thing.
Correct.
They can't have that same conversation
with
somebody.
We're actually in the same boat right now with Lock and Key. You finished it, and I'm in episode 4, and he wants to talk, and I'm like, hold on.
It's killing me inside, But hurry up, Luke.
You know what I'm saying? That key, Go. So, but yeah, so, I mean, I definitely see the pros and cons on it.
Yeah.
So, but that's just something to take note. By 2024, they believe half of the U.S. population will be cord cutters. So
another interesting thing too, I'm a cord cutter, right? I've got internet through a cable provider, but I'm subscribed to YouTube television. I got a email from my service provider about a device that allows me to stream.
Really?
It's not a cable box. I'm not paying for a subscription, so as long as you pay for the internet, the cable boxes, the device is free.
Free. Oh, man.
Free. I just put a video on that. If you guys haven't checked it out, put the link up top so you guys check it out. But now even the cable providers are recognizing that there's a lot of people out there cord cutting. They're trying to
get into that market as well, and that's why a lot of these TV companies like Comcast and Cox, they're building their own, streaming empires because that way of flipping channels, that's the old way.
You know what it reminds me of? Blockbuster. Have you seen the retro tech series by MKBHD?
No, I gotta hop on it.
So Blockbuster Video going all to digital and streaming services like the Walkman, then going to now we're streaming music services. Like it's cable television is going to be the next one.
It's the same way. You just stream music, and it's so easy now because I know back in the days when it was cable, you used to be able to torrent something, and because when you just I mean, I didn't personally do it.
Me neither.
But from what I heard, you could go on certain websites and illegally, watch certain things,
everything.
Yeah, but now with the advent of streaming, it's just a hassle. I'd rather pay $2 for an episode or wait for it to come up on a streaming service and click on it. You don't got to worry about stealing, about paying somebody or getting some warnings from Comcast or Cox telling you, hey, we saw that you downloaded Gone Wild 8. No, I'm kidding. So, like I said, just talking about the streaming and everybody switching, to streaming services, the other thing we noticed too is Pandora is not going to be able to allow you to stream Pandora directly to your smartwatch.
Apple Watch.
Yeah. Sorry, Apple Watch. I'm pretty sure at some point they'll release it to the other companies, but
of course,
Apple Watch Pandora untethered from your phone. So as long as your smartwatch can connect to Wi-Fi, or if you have the Apple Watch LTE, you can now stream Pandora without having a phone. So I think that's pretty cool.
That's crazy. You don't have to carry your phone. You go out for a run. You can still listen to music.
Yeah.
Be cord free.
It makes a big difference because back in the days when I used to run, you have your keys and then your phone, and it's like you see it's all jiggling and bouncing all over the place. And so I think if you can just take your smartwatch and get some Apple Beats or some AirPods and Bluetooth to your Apple Watch and listen to some music,
you're good.
You're good to go.
Good to roll.
So
that is pretty interesting.
Good,
I'm not a Apple Watch guy, but I've got the Samsung one, hoping it
it's all right,
hoping it'll come
like
out.
Flex. It's an old one, but
But that's interesting to these guys are now going into places that they never. It's like Star Trek. They boldly go where no one has gone before.
Talking about Star Trek, you saw the new one, the new show.
Picard?
Yeah,
I have not. Have you?
No, I got to jump on that. It looks good though.
What streaming service do I need for that one?
CBS something.
CBS.
So,
See what I mean?
Yeah.
You see a commercial for a show, you're like, oh my god, I gotta watch this. Not as easy as just okay, let me switch to that channel and record it. No, I gotta figure out which streaming service.
Yeah,
Shut up, mine, because I'm saving money. Let me stop.
It's alright, just stick to Netflix and just catch the new Stranger Things. So that teaser.
Why you gotta play with my emotions like that?
I ain't play with your emotions. Netflix played with my emotions.
They did.
They should have just kept it where they didn't even show you that he was still alive.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I think,
Let's talk about it. Okay.
I think it would have been more suspense if you watched the episode and maybe episode 2 they reveal, hey, he's alive.
Yeah.
But no, right in the first teaser, like,
boom,
they got him working
he's
in
back.
the.
And it was a teaser. Okay.
I mean, it got me excited, but it got me sad at the same time. I got mixed emotions.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Right. Which I would have preferred it be confirmed as I watched the show.
Correct.
Right. Not a teaser trailer, months ahead of it coming out. But if they're going out of their way to show that part, which to me is big.
It's big. They're gonna have something.
They're gonna have something bigger.
I'm assuming so.
That's how I'm looking at it.
That's true.
If they're just putting that out there, because they've never done that.
Yeah, there has to be more to that story.
There's got to be more. There's got to be something like epic coming.
I mean, I give those producers mad credit. They've done an amazing job with that show.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
It's a good
Definitely
show.
makes me want to keep Netflix.
Yeah, makes you laugh, makes you cry.
Yeah.
Gets you at the edge of the seat. Definitely a good show. Good teaser.
A little bit of everything.
It was a good teaser. It definitely stirred up some conversations. I knew it. And then what's coming.
Yep. You know what I knew?
What did you know?
That Nintendo was also going to release different colors for their Switch.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that, man. I was like, listen, you can't just have like 3-4 colors of a Switch and not bring some more new colors.
Do you happen to know next week's Powerball numbers?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
No, unfortunately I don't. But I think they're coming up with coral pink something. Like a pinkish.
Yeah,
Just go with pink.
Pinkish Switch
Switch Lite. So, that's definitely going to get some more sales. It's going to come out, I believe, on April 13th in the U.S. So, look into that if you are one of those that hasn't picked it up and you like the color pink. I knew someone that likes the color pink for everything. So
I know a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll definitely add that to, even if they have a Nintendo Switch Lite already.
They'll buy one just because it's pink.
Just because it's pink. Limited edition.
So hopefully they keep coming up with different variation, different colors.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think they should make the regular Switch, not the Lite, the regular Switch, different color variations besides the docking station and the Joy-Cons. Because if I'm not mistaken, most of them are all gray.
Black.
Yeah. Grayish, black.
Yeah. They're still $300 though.
Yeah, they need
Since they've come out.
Yeah, they need to change that because you got the PS5 and the Xbox Series X coming out this year. I think Nintendo definitely.
$200.
Yeah, so I think Nintendo definitely needs to lower the price and or come up with something.
I'm gonna buy that Breath of the Wild too though.
That looks
Diving
good.
right in that one.
Yeah. Definitely.
read that one.
Day one release right there, man. Docking it, about to call out of work, and I ain't say that. Sorry, I'm coming to work.
Talk about work in jobs and all that. We didn't cover it when we talk about the phones, but T-Mobile and Sprint finalized the merger.
Oh, that's huge. So now you're gonna have.
Interesting to see what's gonna happen with that, because there's a lot of promises out there, but if you really think about it, there's a lot of T-Mobile and Sprint stores right next to each other.
Yeah. So that's gonna affect some people for sure. They're gonna have to either merge them or get rid of some of the stores.
Yeah. On the flip side, though,
better coverage.
It's gonna be,
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how they expand, because right now T-Mobile has their low band 5G network, which covers a lot of people compared to the millimeter wave 5G.
Yeah.
5G is supposed to be this crazy. There's a lot of possibilities with 5G, so it'll be interesting to see how that merger plays into their expansion into the 5G.
I'm assuming more towers, better signal, more coverage.
Yeah.
Because to this day, with T-Mobile, it's very good when you're in city locations, but when you go out to the countryside, you gotta have a backup. You gotta have a backup. Got a walkie-talkie with like 100 miles distance.
The dude from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I got his frequency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hit him up real quick.
He sings to me every now and then.
Oh man. What else we got for you guys? We got the Stadia, right? The Stadia is going to be coming out in more devices, like the
Correct.
Samsung phones.
Correct.
So you no longer need just the Chromecast.
For the record, the reviews on Stadia haven't been stellar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you guys don't know, Google Stadia is supposed to be this platform where you can game on the go without having to purchase a console.
Correct.
With a Chromecast, you can plug it up to your TV, play games over the internet, streaming games.
Yep. Streaming.
Everything's going streaming.
Everything.
Streaming games right to your TV with just a remote without having to purchase a $300, $400 console. And you're supposed to be able to play that on laptops, computers, but now
you could do it on cell phones.
On cell phones.
Yep.
So if I'm driving to work and I get stuck in traffic, I can fire up my Destiny and grind the Imperium.
Do it up. I mean, we got Xbox also doing the same thing.
xCloud.
xCloud.
Yep.
So it's definitely going to shift. I still think that you still need a dedicated console, but I think with a monthly subscription of some of them, it can go hand in hand with a console at home, because there's times where snowstorms happen and you lose internet.
Correct. But most of these games you have to be connected to the internet to play anyway.
Correct. I mean, but you still got some good, great single player games. Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2.
All day.
So it's like if you move everything to the cloud streaming, I mean, for the most part, you should have internet all day, every day. But for those days,
circumstances that
you
pop
should still have something.
Correct.
Also, a lot of these internet providers, because of streaming, going back to streaming, they've actually put caps on how much internet you can use per month.
Correct.
So
charge you extra.
And charge you extra
if you go over.
So if everything is streaming, 4K, constantly streaming, and it's not taking some of that data from the disk or from the hard drive that's installed on the console, you're gonna chew through your internet plan very fast.
I looked at my usage the other day.
Yeah, I'm close to hitting a terabyte a month.
I was like, wow.
From Netflix, Disney Plus, working from home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Reminds me of, cell phones back in the day, where you had to wait till 9 o'clock to make a phone call.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Yeah, you used to get
free nights and weekends.
Yeah. Free nights and weekends.
You pay extra to.
You just text like, "I'll call you at 9." That's it. Like the struggle.
They don't know about it. They don't know about
goodness.
it. You have to pay extra to get it to 7 o'clock, so you can call people at 7 o'clock and not get charged. Because if you call before then.
You know what? I think it made it. It was better back then too. Because I think the suspense of like.
Waiting for that.
I gotta talk to you, but at 9 o'clock because I don't have minutes.
I got some stuff to talk to you about.
So,
you have to wait unless you wanted that ridiculous phone bill.
Oh my goodness gracious! But times changes for sure.
Times definitely changed.
Did you You catch that guy this past few days or yesterday with the jetpack? You know, he got that little wingsuit. He took off from a level floor.
Iron Man?
Yeah. Jetpack Man, Iron Man guy.
I haven't seen the video, but he's all over the place.
Yeah. I can't wait, you know, till that becomes affordable. You go to your local Home Depot and buy one and
just take off.
Maybe.
Just take off. How far? I didn't see it.
He went up like the height of 2 skyscrapers, so maybe he went up like 2-3 miles. I think, yeah, about 6,000 feet, or was it meters? I don't know, but he went up high, just straight up, like it's crazy.
What happens if that thing just turns off?
Well, luckily he was over the ocean, but
does he have like a parachute?
Yeah, a parachute.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
But 2 stories, 2 skyscrapers
in height. Yeah, he just went straight up. Like it was crazy.
How did he land? Or did he fall in the water?
No, he parachuted and then just landed on solid ground.
Oh.
So yeah, man, that's innovation right there. Innovation, things keep coming up very quickly. You know, there's always going to be new ideas, new technology, new innovations coming out daily, weekly, monthly. So, you know, our job is to try to keep you guys up to date. You guys are hardworking people.
We appreciate your hard work.
You know, so we try to, in a little quick video, keep you up to date of the latest and the greatest. We'll continue, you know, doing this, continue innovating, changing it, just trying to tweak it, make you guys happy. You know, definitely let us know what you want to see, what you want to hear. Do you like these little techie talks? We can continue, you know,
definitely
pushing it and keep you guys up to date.
Yeah, drop some comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified whenever we drop more videos. That way you don't miss a thing. Hit that like button, you know, slap it up. However, you know, it's nighttime, I'm sure, somewhere. Slap it up.
Smack it up.
Smack it up.
Yeah.
You know.
Greasing your fingers.
You know. Lick your hand first.
You know what I'm saying?
Get it up. You know.
I touch your hair, you know?
All right. We're going somewhere we shouldn't be going. So we're gonna head out. But appreciate you guys tuning in, and until next time, this is Techie Family. Over and out.
Should I flip?
You know, if you close your eyes, you can imagine being at the edge of the river, fishing. You know, I just casted the line.
You know what?
For it to bite.
That's legit.
You know, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. No, you're right.
They definitely drank a lot of water.
Yeah.
So you didn't need to go pee.
Soon,
you gotta go pee now.
So where we left off?